Good afternoon. My name is Don Jakes. I'm the Deputy Information Officer for the Great Basin Team 2 that's assisting with management of the August Complex Fire here on the Northeast Zone. And I'll be providing you your afternoon update on October 17th. I want to go ahead and start off by sharing a little bit about the weather today. The past couple of days we have had red flag warning conditions. Today we did have high temperatures and very dry air or low humidity, but we didn't have the winds that we'd experienced in the previous 2 days. To give you a little bit of detail about that, temperatures across the area of the fire were in the upper 70s as well as the low 80s. But if you look over into the Redding area, we did have a temperature of 99 degrees. That was tied for the record high back in 1988. A good 20 to 22 degrees higher than what temperature should be at this time of year. So what has that done as far as activity across the fire? Let's go ahead and again quickly give you an orientation to the map. We have Redding that's off to the east. This is the Highway 36 corridor as it crosses to the north of the fire, coming through the fire area and then going again off to the west over into Fortuna. Some of the other communities we have, such as Mad River, Ruth Lake, Post Mountain, Platina, Begum, and Hayfork to the north of the fire. The temperatures and also that very dry conditions, we did see an uptake in some fire activity today, but that was pretty well in the interior of the fire, down in the Dark Canyon area, just kind of south of Begum Creek. We did have some smoke that was rising up to about 11,000 feet today. But all in all, each of those locations, really no threat to the fire escaping or causing us any problems in the fire suppression itself. As far as the activities that we've been doing on the fire, I'll go ahead and start over here on the western portion, here in the South Fork of the Trinity River drainage. Just around the Progeny area, fire crews continue to go in here and complete a lot of mop-up operations. As we mentioned before, that's very difficult and very detailed work where we're going in seeking out any heat that might be existing in that area and making sure that that's extinguished. That should we get any winds that would try to pick up and scatter that, it is already extinguished and we can declare this area eventually contained. Fire crews also continued utilizing helicopters to come into some of this area, just kind of in the Irish Mountain and a little bit to the southwest section, dropping some retardant in there to strengthen these lines. Right now, that's very much looking good and keeping the fire in check. We do have fire crews continue to work on some of the contingency line. This is one of the last remaining areas really in the northeast zone that we're looking at. So we still are working on these containment lines, going in and doing some chipping and masticating of the vegetation, strengthening those lines. Just in the event that something should change, we do have an alternate line that could protect if that ever became necessary. As you go a little bit further east along the perimeter of the fire crews continue to work along these lines, patrolling and mopping up where necessary. And then coming down into the Begum Thumb area, we're anticipating that tomorrow, hopefully we should be able to show some additional containment along the south, kind of eastern portion of this line. We've had the Marines in there, other fire crews too, coming in, working that area, and it's looking very good right now. Other areas, as you continue further to the map, we've talked about before here to the east. This area here, we are looking at how do we go in and do the suppression repair efforts, removing some of those dozer lines and things, and putting together a plan for the future so we don't have erosion and other concerns as we do get rain and things here upon the fire. One item I do want to mention today is that the Highway 36 corridor, it has been closed for some time. It remains closed. But we do have a pilot car that will be taking traffic through at 2 different times during the day. That Caltrans announced today that at 7 o'clock in the morning and also at 5:30 that they will be allowing traffic to go through there through a piloted route, and those individuals that are going through that will be once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and those will be the only times that they're allowing traffic through there. That's about all that we have for this afternoon. If you do have further questions about what's taking place with the fire, we encourage you to go to our August Complex INSEE webpage or to check out the Six Rivers and Shasta Trinity National Forest Facebook pages. Thank you for your time this afternoon.